y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition. In the previous episode, we did some modifications to our fleet, as well as starting up our first ever airline route between Leamington all the way to the city of Ridgeland. Wait, not Ridgeland, Blue Water City. That's what I meant to say. As in this episode, we're going to continue on with expanding our operations as we really need to get started on transporting more commodities. I need to at least transport at least one of each type of commodity on the map. Plus, we also did a little work on electrifying the railway lines around this area for the anticipation of new electric locomotives. And now that I think about it, I think the electrified lines should basically reconnect here at beyond here, and basically go on from Riverside all the way to Black Diamond City. Which means I'll have to get started on electrifying this section of track. Okay. Place the catenary here. And that will basically do it for now. We'll also need to take care of the catenary outside of this station. Because, for one thing, I have installed a platform that does not accept electric track, which is basically the platforms with the wooden crossing boards. So I'll have to basically fix that. I'm just gonna pause the game to make it a lot easier. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Phillips, I didn't mean to click on you. Let's see, track. No wait, not track, miscellaneous. Here we go, wooden pedestrian. Let's get rid of these two. And then place these down. Nice. Now electric trains can easily access the station. I might actually replace the electric trains operating on this line with the new MP54 types that we received. Let's see. The way into the station. Let's see. Has the commuter train basically been aligned to that track yet? Oh, it already has. Oh, actually, well, yes, for the steam-powered one, but not for a local train but not an electric commuter train, though. Actually, Actually, let's see if we can change the position of the tracks that this train goes on. Let's change it to platform 3. Riverside, you go on track 2. This means that other platform will be reserved for passenger trains coming in from Pine Valley. Also, I'll need to replace this particular consist. Let's see. Electric MP54 with a pantograph. We'll basically go with this particular color. Go to passenger. Go for the MP54 type. And do it like so. 180 compared to 220. But this will give me a reduction of 268,000. Oh, local train could not connect to all stations. Maybe if I could follow the train, maybe it might be able to show me where that missing electrification is. I know I electrified the track into the station, and I also electrified everything else. Unless maybe... There we go. I just had to basically readjust it. Now, the new electric train will handle the commuter service on this particular section. All the while, let's see. A train of grain is on its way, and so is the sugar cane, I believe. No, it's still being loaded. Let's see. Blue Water City still needs cigars, fuel, and it's basically getting cigars. Oh, and we got a new bus, which is nice. It's about time that we got a new bus anyway. Let's see. Because we only have stage coaches, and these look really bad. I'm gonna buy these and get rid of the colors. Speaking of which, all of my I don't know if all of my vehicles even have good maintenance. No, they don't. So I'm putting it very high so they can at least get maintained. And look at that! The machine factory is now operational, which means now we can start transporting machinery. Now, let's see. The only town that needs machinery is Black Diamond City, and what else? Woodsburg, located right here. I just realized that we haven't even connected the freight tracks to the main line yet. We'll do it like that. No catenary. And then basically connect this and this together. And basically... curve it there. Do it that way, and then basically do that. Then add these X crossovers so they can have an easy way into and out of the station. And oh look, we got ourselves our first example of color light signals. I'll probably might install these and replace the original ones later on, but they're doing fine as they are right now. I'm also going to add a warp signal to these, well, this station. And basically do the same on the way out. That one's a little too close. We'll do it like that. We'll increase the brush size a bit and increase its strength to make it a lot easier. And then just smooth out the ground, and that will basically do it. Now, let's see. If we're going to connect to this station, we'll have to basically build a bridge over this river to connect to here. At least it will provide a connection to at least Black Diamond City that way. Let's see. We'll do it like that. Do it like that. Make it a double slip switch. Actually, let's see. Can I make a crossover? Too much slope. That looks a lot better. We'll extend it out just a tiny bit and replace the bridge with something a little more stronger. Oh, and we also received some new bridges as well. Now we have these girder and steel plate bridges. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on, I need to check and see if this... Yeah, the bridge is tall enough for the ships to go under. And we also need to change this track to some into this so it can match up with the new bridge design. And then we'll switch back to the normal track and basically reconnect it. Now, according to the shipping route, they basically go underneath the bridge here and here. And since it will look weird to have a bridge across the water, well, across this river without supports, I'm also basically adding this particular piece, a guardrail, on both ends of the bridge. Well, it's called a check rail joiner, basically. But with that, let's see. Crossbeam pillar. We'll make 2 of these, and we'll need to basically increase the height of it. Or at least try to make it look like the supports are touching the water. Or actually touching the ground underneath the river. Let's go with the 170. And according to this, you can basically place the support here. And according to this, we'll place one here. Once we basically lower the height percentage a bit. And then do the same on this side. Perfect. Now we got a nice looking railroad bridge across the water. Oh, this is not the right bridge type. Well, not the right support type. We'll have to use these deck beam cross bridges, and to be honest, they don't really fit pretty well underneath this bridge. I'm not so sure. Speaking of which, I need to check and see on how these supports look. I think I'll probably just do 100 here, and across here, and basically 170 in the middle. Get to 160, get to 150, and there. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This bridge is supposed to basically look nice, but I feel like it's only designed for like one track. Let's see. There is a block abutments as well as these Art Deco pillars that make the bridge look a little more fancy. Oh wait, height offset. Maybe that's the reason. There we go. That was the reason. I just realized that now. I never understood why this was not working properly, but now I do. Now, with that fixed, at least my bridges will look a little bit better now. Actually, I think it needs to be at 180, and what the? Which train is that crossing over the bridge? It's a bauxite train? What? Why is it going in this direction? Oh. It's going through because it's going on the shortest route available. I'll need to fix that. Let's see. You will be going... You'll be going through this signal, and then going back this way. There. This track is reserved for taking out machinery. But yes, this bridge looks a lot better now. I'll need to also set up the signals for this section of the track. And we also have a new plane, the Vickers Victoria, which is our first cargo airplane. And basically place down the rest of the signals along this entire line. And then basically use the terrain tool to basically make the ground look a little more pretty. And now we can start operating our first deliveries of machinery. We'll basically make our first freight train of machinery for Woodsburg. We'll deliver it on track 1, have a full load, 10 minutes, painted in this color, and this will be known as Freight Train TS6A, which is carrying machinery. Now, machinery, it requires boxcars to carry. So, it's off back to the depot to pick up a load, to pick up some cars. And considering we're all making a lot of money so far, we can basically acquire whatever engine we need and all the cars that we need for this service. We'll basically go with these Virginia and Truckee boxcars to carry 24 units, carry 600 at... Why did I type in BR for brake van? I meant to put in caboose. Painted red, purchase it, and put it to work on that line. Now with that taken care of, let's see what else needs to be done for right now. Other than blatantly stating the obvious that we're almost reaching our goal of almost reaching $1 billion in cash. And also at the same time, our airplane is also starting to make a bit of a small profit. As since this airplane is basically faster than rail at this point, this airplane is basically starting to make some of its money back. I might eventually expand the airports to basically add much more faster and bigger planes. But of course, I'm still relying on trains to transport its commodities around. Let's see. The grain farm at Javaburg is going in high production, so is number 2. Coffee farm is going good. The copper mill is still going good. The power plant basically needs refined oil, which can be found at the oil refinery at Granite or the separation plant in Kingsburg. Well, despite that, there's plenty of coal and plenty of water, and plus, the electricity being produced at the power plant is also powering our overhead wires, which is a bit of a nice bonus. Our cigar factory is making a lot of cigars to take out. Our steel mill is in full production, and the gold mill is doing pretty well. Plus, with our new buses, we won't have to worry about basically any more delays. Let's see, where are some of the newest buses that we can find? Black Diamond City doesn't need them. Here's one of them now. This design basically has changed quite considerably since the arrival of the first type. And boy, do they look pretty. Plus, one of the coolest things is it's been modified to not only show what roof the bus is on, but the color also can be modified too. For example, I can use a nice shade of brown here to basically match the side skirt of the bus. Or basically do it like this. Yeah, like that. Which I think I'm going to actually do to all those buses that I own. We'll basically go with bus A, B, see, keeping those historic, just basically repaint all of these buses to this new livery. It does fit the bus pretty well, but at least this freight train is making its way back to pick up more iron ore. Although it has to make a stop, because the commuter train is in the way. I think I might have to basically expand the track work to basically connect to the up to this main line instead. And then reconnect here. Perfect. Now, if any train basically gets in the way, oh, the freight train can actually just go through. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Iron ore. Let's see. Upper Richmond, you're going back through this way. Hold on. Let's see. There's another blue track. Oh, it's for the coal train, too. I might need to fix that. Let's see. You'll go back from Upper Ridgeland, but you're going down this way through this part of the line. This is because I don't want the commuter train to the electric commuter train basically having problems. And this is going to be a bit of an issue. I mean, it doesn't have a pathfinding algorithm to basically go around a stalled passenger train. Whatever happened to priorities? And literally, look at that. We have finally reached over $1 billion in cash. All we just need to do is just get 9 million more, and we'll basically be able to reach one of our goals. Our headquarters is doing pretty well. 26, and wow, this building's gotten a lot prettier than the last time we saw it. Now, before we finish this session off, let's actually have a look at the vehicle standings, see how much money they've been earning for the last few months. Okay, let's start off with buses. Well, road vehicles. We haven't been making much money with our new bus service Eve. However, we've been earning in both trucks and in buses. For trolleys, we're basically making a profit as well with these. Speaking of which, I think it's time for a change. I'm going to trolleys and replacing trolley services B. Gonna start replacing many of the aging trolleys. Like these, of course, I'm replacing them with the better Peter Witt design. And getting rid of their color. And these trolleys, I'm replacing them with this. These Lost in Heaven trams from Mafia 1. And all these trolleys have been making a profit. Trains. Okay. Many of our freight trains haven't been making much of a profit so far. However, we have at least one profitable freight train, one profitable express train, as well as one profitable commuter train. Ships, our shipping route is making a pretty buck, making $1.57 million, and our airplane is actually making its money worth, nearly $50,000. So all of our vehicles are still making a profit, which is great. Now, I might eventually remove one of the mods that might basically make things a little bit difficult, but we'll see. Other than that, though, I think we have reached a good ending point for today's episode. So, if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. That's Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on your outside schedule. Well, my outside schedule, I mean. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!